We are not going to get emotional now. So we are not going to, because already the thing is already rising. It prepare me for body, like wait sense. It prepare me.
See tears.
No, it prepare me for body. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, honestly.
We are going through a lot. We are going through a lot. So this is not the time to say, even if it's not your sister.
It don't need to be your sister before you stand for her. She doesn't need to be your sister.
It doesn't need to be at all. I'm telling you, because it could be tomorrow. It could be your daughter. It could be your. It could be somebody close to you. So. Hello, you're welcome to Let's Talk with Chisom, and today this is the month of March. Yeah,
March on. A month we're going to march on.
You know, we're marching from the whole craziness of Nigerian election.
Yeah.
We're marching from the whole, this season was really annoying.
Very, very.
Personally, it took the grace of God to bring me out of that.
Honestly.
I don't know what it's like, but we move. And we trust the Lord for you Nigerians. Yeah, we move. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. But I think at this point, it would be good to just encourage Nigerians to still come out and vote.
Yes, very important. Please do not be discouraged.
Yes, in the coming election.
A lot of people, when I talk to them one-on-one, like, oh no, there's no need of voting again, that Nigerian voting is scarce, it doesn't count. Please, don't be discouraged.
Yeah.
Don't be discouraged. Let's do it again.
If not for anything, let's even create a structure.
Yes.
They say we don't have structure. Let's create structure while we are waiting for the presidential. And the Lord will do it. We believe in a new Nigeria. Yes. Sure. Yeah. So
we are not here to campaign for anybody.
No, we are not campaigning for anybody. We this is our platform. We have the right to speak our voice, stating our mind on this matter.
11th of March is another day.
Yes.
To do boom, boom.
And the polls.
And the polls, yes.
Yeah. And we trust God that there will not be ballot snatching and electoral malpractice and rigging and everything. It is well, and the Lord is our most. So as I said, we move.
No violence.
Yeah, no violence.
Yeah, for peace.
We use sense, not snatching.
No other affair.
Exactly. So if this is your first time here, this is Let's Talk with Chisom. We basically talk about life-related issues, contemporary issues, but we look at it from a Christian perspective. So that explains why we're talking about the number one thing trending in the country now, that's Nigerian election. Yeah, so but we look at things, contemporary issues from a Christian perspective. So this month is the month of Women's Day. So we decided that throughout this month, we'll talk about the plight of the woman, the strength of women, our challenges and all that. And that is what brought about our topic for today, the biggest challenges that women face. So that's what we're looking at today. Even though most of the time, we women, we are mostly not celebrated. We just want to celebrate every woman out there. And we just want to tell you that you are strong, you're resilient, your strength is second to none. Your endurance is second to none. The love, the everything, even if it's not celebrated like literally or physically, we want to let you know that you are loved. Just keep being strong and keep holding on, and the Lord will definitely meet you at the point of your need. Yeah, we really thank all our returning subscribers. Thank you so much. Without you, we wouldn't have been doing this. We wouldn't go so far, right? It's because of you that we are doing this. If you have not subscribed, please click the subscribe button and give us a thumbs up if you like this video. So let's go straight to the topic of today, the biggest challenges women face. So there are so many challenges women face. There's so many. Like, if you want to write, it's going to be very long. But today we'll be looking at the most pressing challenge, and the top on our list is women fighting women. Yeah, I guess you didn't see that coming. That is actually the biggest challenge. I feel we stand to be corrected. We stand to be corrected. But from my evaluation of several things, this is the biggest challenge women face. Oh, don't you think so?
I do.
Yeah,
it is, because everywhere, even in the home, you see mother-in-laws fighting their daughter-in-law. You see sister-in-law fighting probably their husband, their brother's wife.
Their brother's wife.
Even in the office, you see women fighting their They are cold women.
Why do we fight ourselves?
It's what I cannot say this is it. But sometimes I need to think maybe it's jealousy, it's envy. Because if I'm not jealous about you, why on earth should I be fighting you?
It really doesn't make sense, because now women are challenged with so many things.
Yes.
The men, we have, okay, I will not say the men fight us, but we have tribal challenges. We have ethnic challenges.
Yeah.
We are weaker vessels, so it's not all kind of jobs we can do. We have childbearing challenges. We have issues with marriage and all that, because you cannot go and talk to a man, so you have to wait. So there are so many challenges that are facing us. Instead of us to stand together, it's like we now stand and start fighting ourselves.
Each other.
Now let me give you an example of something that happened. We watched a video clip where the senators, Kenya, they sat for their normal hearing, and then there was a particular senator that wanted to push the bill for stigmatization. She wanted to push the bill against stigmatization of women in their menstrual cycle. And what actually got my attention in that hearing was the fact that the person that reported her more or less to the house was a woman. She came out and she was vehemently complaining, like, why would this senator come to the courts with trousers? Because what she did, she put on a white jacket, a white suit, and I don't know whether it was deliberate, but she stained, her private area with blood. So when she passes, you can see the blood everywhere. So I think she used it to call the attention of people to body shaming and menstrual cycle shaming. Because there's a story rather. It's a story about a lady, a secondary school girl, that she got stained. She didn't know she was on a menses. She got stained, and then people mocked her. And after the whole mocking thing, she committed suicide. She couldn't take the humiliation. So this senator wanted to push that bill. So in her bid to push the bill, she felt this is the best way to go about it. Now, I'm not saying it's the best way. Neither am I saying it's the wrong way. What I'm saying is that the fact that a woman in the same house that is going through the same menstrual issue would be the one to now castigate her. Now, I felt, why didn't you call her and tell her, ma'am, please, you're stained. Exactly. That's what a reasonable person would do. But in this case, she called her out to the court and she was like, please, she should be reprimanded for doing this, for embarrassing, that this thing is something that is sacred. What is sacred
about it? Who doesn't know about it?
Who does not know what menstrual cycle is?
Don't know.
So for me, it was just off, but thank God that there was a woman in the house that eventually stood up and spoke as a woman. And that was what actually
woman fighting
against the fellow.
Instead of being there. Instead of
shielding her nakedness and cover her up, we now turn around to fight ourselves.
I don't know why it's like that. This thing reminded me when I wanted to do my registration those days in school. I was going every day for this woman to, final registration. I was going every day. Is a woman, if I enter, she will send me back to her. Over a month, but there's this particular man who was there who saw me. I keep seeing this lady every time. Why are you here? I told the man that I came to do my verification thesis. He says, so I said, I don't know. Whenever I enter, she send me back. So I go there.
But what was her reason for sending you back?
I will not. I might not know.
Okay.
I don't know.
So what?
Just because she didn't do it until the next time when I came, it was another man. When I came, I said I want to do it, and the man immediately stamped.
Wait, hold on. You mean you were there several times just for her to put the stamp? I don't know why it's like this. I don't know. Okay,
even when you go to offices, you want to get something that is important to you. The woman you get to that office is another woman that is there.
It's like she just sits on it and she doesn't want to help. But why does this happen?
If you ask me from now tomorrow, I don't know. And it's very wrong. It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be like that.
Our shoulders should be somewhere that your woman should be able to rely on.
Lean on. Yes.
Can never.
I remember somebody telling me when my husband passed that she was in the market, and when she was in the market, a woman walked up to her and told her that before they do this, they shouldn't even allow the burial of my husband to hold. Why? Because they need to call my mother-in-law. So my mother-in-law needed to answer question on what killed her son. Who does that? And just so you will know, the day of the burial, after the burial, the women gathered together, called my mother-in-law and myself. And they were like, what killed my father-in-law and myself? Who does that? This is women fighting against women. I don't understand. You see a young girl that just lost her husband.
They will still be the one to shave the woman's hair.
Shave the woman's hair.
They will still be like that. You are not supposed to hear like this. You are not supposed to do this. Do this. You watch when widows complain that they are being tormented. They are being.
It is the women.
It's always the women.
It's the women, and these women forget that tomorrow they could be widows, and their husbands.
It's always the women. They will always be the one that I don't know why they keep fighting. Themselves. It will always be the sit that let's barb your hair.
Let's barb your hair.
Go. If you smile, see, they will be the one that they see somebody that the husband that you are smiling.
Why are you smiling?
Why are you smiling?
You should just be frowning and your face will be like what? So what we're trying to say in this video is, women out there, if you're a woman listening to this video, I want you to evaluate. Have you been among the class of women that when you see another woman, I don't know whether we feel threatened. I don't know what the issue is.
I don't know. Maybe that's why I used it. First, when we started, I said maybe I don't know whether it's jealousy
or jealousy.
Because I cannot imagine why. What
exactly?
Why would I see you doing well or whatever, and they told me as in, and I want to rubbish you. I don't know why. I should celebrate you. I should be happy.
Exactly.
There's something I keep saying. See, if you are doing well, you are doing well. I need to celebrate with you. Know why? That angel of doing well that is in neighborhood is in my neighborhood.
Exactly.
And if I celebrate with you, that angel will decide to leave that place and my happiness. But when I am not happy, once the angel of that greatness is done with his or her work,
you go carry him back the go house.
We need to get to this point. I don't know why. That's why most of us don't keeping females around. It shouldn't be.
Exactly, because when you keep female friends, they're like, it's like you say, if you keep female friends, wahala, snake, they'll backbite to the kidney. Why do we fight against ourselves? And the world is already harsh towards us. Genetically, we go through a lot.
Others, when a woman they lost the husband, it's the women that will come and tell you, don't remarry.
Don't remarry, yes.
Wait till you define husband again.
Why don't you
take care of your children?
Yes.
This. Then when they still see you mess around,
they will still be the ones who come back.
You. Why? She go this place, she's this place, she's here, they will still be the one that will talk about you.
Speaking about that, I know a woman told me her experience after her husband died. She was out, in the evening, she was talking with a young man on the streets.
Okay.
And then a woman saw her with a young man on the streets. She didn't talk to her, they just greeted. The next thing, they called her in the church. They sat her down. They say, yes, we know that your husband have died, but you don't need to be flirting. Like, I don't understand. The woman where they do this thing, she get husband, but they talk to other men. I really don't get it. And when the woman smiles, people are like, why is she smiling? But you, where get husband, you are smiling and you are okay. Now, you were telling me the story of a woman that was married to somebody and she didn't have a child. Her sister was staying with her. The sister of the husband was staying with her.
He came out that day, saw her smiling. She said to her, your mate had given birth, you are here eating my brother's money, smiling. Don't go and bomb picking. Go there, better go carry belly bomb picking.
A woman, the woman that is saying this, let's assume she has children. Is she the one that gave herself children?
Honestly.
Is it not what every other person did that they have children? These other people are doing. So the Lord would help us.
He will.
The Lord will help us for us to correct this thing. It's I think that's the biggest challenge women have. When you have a fight coming from the external factor, you can chest it.
Yes.
But when it's coming from the internal, the people that are supposed to give you succor,
and they are not there.
They're not there. As a matter of fact, they are the ones that even give the biggest. Father, the Lord will help us.
Amen.
So what we're trying to say in this video, this is actually number one, but I think we've spent so much time talking about it.
Because it's very important, and the truth about it, if we start to talk about it, we cannot
exhaust it
at all.
We
cannot exhaust it. But then we women, we need to be there for ourselves.
We need to stand up.
We have to be there for ourselves, for crying out loud. We need to be there for ourselves.
Yes.
If you are not there as a woman for me, who will? Why fighting me? Mother-in-law, why fighting? Sister-in-law, why fighting?
Why are you fighting?
For crying out, why? Why they fight? Why
In
don't
the
you encourage
offices.
this in the offices? The same thing.
The Lord will help us. Seriously, the Lord will help us. So basically, if you happen to be in that place where you fight women, you don't know why. Please, sister, if it's a widow that you are fighting, your husband, you don't have his life in his
Honestly.
hand. Nobody knows tomorrow. We're not praying that anybody will lose their husband, but let's be very factual.
I would like to say something there. The truth is, nobody is praying for bad thing, but the truth still remains that bad thing will happen.
Exactly.
Take it or you leave it.
Exactly. The sister
Nobody is praying that anything bad should happen. Or bad thing. The scripture says all things working together.
All
both
is
good, both bad.
Exactly.
So in as much as you don't have the life of your husband or your brother in your hand, please be careful how you treat other women.
Yes, other women. Because even the sister-in-law that you are castigating that she has not given birth, even if you have given birth, your children, what's the guarantee that your children will marry? We are not cursing anybody. We are trying to be factual here. You that gave birth, did you give yourself the capacity to give birth? What if that woman that you're castigating is your sister? How would you feel? What if you were in the same position? What if you got married and then you didn't have children? How would you feel if another woman was doing this to you? A man gets married to his wife and then the wife doesn't give birth. It's the mother-in-law that will come and be chasing them. For heaven's sake. Holy Spirit, help us. We are not going to get emotional now. We are not going to, because already the thing is already rising. It prepare me for body, like wait to sense. It prepare me.
See tears.
No, it prepare me for body. It doesn't make sense.
It doesn't make sense, honestly.
I sat down and I watched that proceeding that in the Kenyan house. I watched this from beginning to the end, and I was furious. I was like, why wouldn't you call this woman and say, sister,
not even the man. Not even the man saying that this is it. It's a woman
that called that
also go through the process of menstrual.
Why would we do that? Why would we do that? So the essence of doing this video basically is we're calling up on every single woman out there. Let's rise and stand and support our fellow women.
Very important.
We are going through a lot. We are going through a lot. So this is not the time to say, even if it's not your sister.
It don't need to be your sister before you stand for her. She doesn't need to be your sister.
It doesn't need to be at all. I'm telling you, because it could be tomorrow, it could be your daughter. It could be it could be somebody close to you. So if you are fighting this person today, what goes around comes around. So please, let's take notes of I don't even know what to say. I beg you, they cry. Don't cry, I beg. Let's not get sentimental because this is really annoying
me when I'm supposed to be there for you as a woman, and I'm going about talking ill about rubbishing you. What would I gain? Would that, as in, I don't get it. Somebody, I keep saying, do you know why most people cannot come and do gossip on my side? And you know what? When it has to be with you, just come and say, so did you hear that divine say? No issue. Before you finish, I will go and call the divine. I said that thing.
Don't say that thing.
Because why coming to rubbish her? What would you gain?
What would you gain?
I don't get it.
What do we gain? What do we stand to gain? Because the truth of the matter is that if I push you down from rising, it doesn't, see, the sky is too big. So even if you rise, reach heaven, there is space for everybody to rise. So that you push your sister down does not guarantee the fact that you will rise. If you rise and you lift other people while you are rising, it means that the day that you will be having issues or you're falling, some people will be close to the top that will be able to put their hands and catch you. You know, for me, I feel the reason why this is happening is because the devil knows that women together, united, we are strong. We are a strong force. So what he decided to do is to bring that enmity amongst us. And
it's obvious that it looks like he's achieving it.
And we're allowing
it. We shouldn't allow it anymore.
Yes, we shouldn't.
I think that's one of the reasons why we are bringing this.
Yes.
He brought that enmity, and it's obvious that he's achieving it. But now that he's coming to our team, he's coming to us face to face. Please, we shouldn't give room for that anymore.
We shouldn't.
We should stand for ourselves. We should stand for each other.
Fight
not in words, in prayer. Fight.
Yeah.
He doesn't fight where there is nothing. You know that when we team up together,
Exactly.
You will spoil things for him. So that's why you will just come put that seed of gossip, discord, so that we will not be together to get that in.
Check it. Whenever women gather together, even in church to pray, anything, even the devil cannot stop them. Anything that they pray for, even the devil can, and the devil knows that. So what he does is to put enmity. So let's not aid the enemy in fighting ourselves. Let's not aid the enemy. As you said, when the angel of blessing or whatever the angel is sent to do comes around us and is doing for your sister, for your friend,
celebrate with her.
Yes.
And there's another thing I keep saying is not just celebrating. Remember, the God we serve is a God of the Spirit. He knows the intent of the heart. So if I'm doing, she's so but in my heart, you may not see it, but the God who rewards, he sees the heart.
Yes, and the angels are saying it as well.
So let's celebrate this thing for crying out loud. Let's it's normal. Let me tell you one experience I used to. I don't know how it happened, how I conquered the spirit of envy.
Okay.
This is mine. Those days, I know if any of my siblings that watch this, they'll be surprised because I was the only one who knew this. I remember those days when we are still much younger. We were staying in Agoda.
Okay.
My immediate
we're staying in the same place. I was staying in Agoda as well. Seriously.
So my immediate elder sister, she can dress very well. God punished the spirit of envy.
Wow.
She dressed very. Funny enough, I was still in secondary school. She had started working. She dresses very well. So she was not even your mate. She's not. I said my elder sister.
Okay.
She, if she come out with her beautiful skirt and top like this, I will cherish it. One fateful day, I walked inside the room. She went to take a bath. She brought out her clothes she would wear. I looked at the clothes. She was looking very fine. This spirit of envy, so the thing just said to me, why don't you take red oil and stain on this clothes? Are you kidding me? Wow. Do I need anybody to tell me that this thing is spirit of jealousy?
At all. You don't. This one is glaring.
Do you know what I said to the voice immediately? What will be my gain?
Thank you.
My own elder sister. This and it's now I remember that it's not that I started saying God punish devil. That's when I say God punish you. I will not stain my sister's clothes. For what? What will be my gain? Like, and seriously, honestly, that spirit of that voice left immediately. Because honestly, your sister, what did you gain? And I think this is how the spirit goes into people one after the other. Yes. It's not to see the person as your compatriot. You know, the thing I told you is my personal experience and my own. Imagine if I listened to that voice and I said to do that thing.
And this is
you don't start to.
And the seed you have sowed the first seed.
You don't start to. Yeah. Before you know it, if she wears shoe now, so you go come. Before you know it, you know that. And you will do it to other people. Of course, now if you can do it to your sister, how much to every other person? Yeah. So that is it. Now just born on this one. The enemy will always come to minister.
Yes.
Just through that seed like this, before you know it, you won't see anything good about her.
Yes.
You won't see if she smiles. If they say, do you know that this good thing is happening to this person? Now only her.
Now only she.
I don't get it.
Why must it be her?
Why must it be her?
Look at her. She thinks she's something. Look at, I actually struggled with this indirectly. I know that people, I wouldn't say people actually talked to me after Obi died. I struggled with it. I felt I was getting that vibe of when I smelled like, why is she smiling? For me, I was like, it was a struggle for me.
And this, why you smile is from fellow women.
Tell me something.
Why will you smile? So you should not smile.
Hey. Let's not
please, women, please. Let's be our sisters or keeper.
Yeah.
Let's be there for each other.
Yeah.
Let's be there. Be there for me, I'll be there for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's be there. No, we are those things will carry us go fighting each other. I don't know where it's going to take us. Sister-in-law, where they fighting brother wife. You've forgotten that you're married tomorrow.
Some of them are even in their husband's house and causing problem in their father's house.
Why? Some will say because I was not treated well. So you will not enjoy your own.
Why don't you decide that this nonsense ends in my time? Why don't you decide that way? it's a choice, really. We can actually choose that this has to stop. So basically, I think that's basically what this video is about. Women, let's stop fighting ourselves. Let's stand for one another. Let's defend ourselves. We're not saying that this is the only challenge women face, but from our own analysis, this is the biggest.
It's because charity begins at home. Before we start tackling men that they are fighting.
Thank you. We need thank you. Because if we talk, if we ask people, say marginalization,
yes,
feminism, let's even within ourselves.
Exactly. No support. No, we are not we are not there for each other. And when I'm kicking you, you're kicking me. Tell me why the men outside
will now stand and support us. Like what happened in that Senate.
Yes.
As in, it was after that woman spoke. Then they now started talking. They said she needs to be penalized, and I wanted to cry. I was like, it was like I should just disappear inside the phone and just appear in the courtroom, even though it was a recorded. I was just like, are there no women in these courts? Can't they stand up and talk? But you know, thank God that there was a woman that now rose to her rescue. I was like, praise the Lord. So we would like to hear your thoughts. What are the experiences you've had? Have you experienced this thing that we are saying? Even if it's not you, have you seen where something like that happen? A woman fights against you or somebody, you know, around you. And while we're looking at that, we would also like to hear from you. What are the other challenges you feel that women face? You know, please put it down in the comment section.
It's very important. We want to know.
Yeah, because we'll tackle them eventually. We'll discuss them. We'll take them one after the other. Yes.
So it's very important that you give us feedback. We want to hear. We want to know. We want to learn and be better. So please, if you know other challenges women face there, even if it's not you, maybe sister or anybody around you, just, you know,
put it down in the comment section so that we can talk about it. So when we know our problems, we can be able to offer solutions to them. Yeah, so I think we've come to the end of today's episode. Thank you so much for watching. If you have not subscribed, don't forget, click the subscribe button. It's free. It's free. You don't have to pay for it. And please share this video. Every woman needs to hear this video. Every woman needs to hear it. Yeah. Thank you so much. Bye-bye, and God bless you. Hello. Hi. Hello. No.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
No. No. Went down.
Okay, you're welcome to Let's Talk with Chisom. I'm so excited to be doing this. Okay, let me do it. I'm not even rehearsed my opening. It's very with us. Let me talk my talk. That's not what I want to talk now. Okay, I told me. I don't my talk. No, as in me or not. I'll just talk it like this with the bank.
Me, Nko. You don't see my seat.
You say the person with the work for bank. I know that the first. Oh, Jesus.
No.
I know they give me compliments.